Namaste, warm welcome. My name is Hazam and I'm here with WGC. We're going to be guiding you through this Hatha Yoga flow for healthy spine and strengthening the back, strength for making the body feel all in flow, giving you a good, strong and healthy posture. So let's begin. Eyes gently closed, turning inwards. Just start to relax into your body. The warmth of the body, the weight of the body, the boundaries of the body. Start to become aware of the breath, the expansion and contraction, rising and falling of the body with the air element, prana. And inhale, take your arms wide, spread the fingers, open your chest. Feel the connection of the sitting bones on the earth. Totally relax the parts of the body, spreading the fingers wide, opening the collarbones. Take a deep inhale, breathe in, open your arms wide, keep breathing in and reaching up. And don't stop breathing in until the hands meet above the head. And then stretch up, try and breathe a little bit more, lifting the back ribs up, breathing into the spine. And exhale, release. Try and relax your hips, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, deep breath. Fill each cell in the body. With the breath, expand the entire body. Reaching up, lift the back ribs, breathe into the back. Lengthen and exhale, release. Keep exhaling until your hands meet the earth. Inhale. We'll do 2 more times, all the way up. Filling the body with breath and synchronizing the breath with the movement of the body. As you reach up, keep breathing in and then keep exhaling until you touch the earth. Try not to anticipate the contact with the earth. One last time, inhale, deep breath in. Coming all the way up, reaching up, lifting the back ribs. Exhaling, taking the hands down into the center of the chest, the heart space. Rubbing the hands together. Keeping your eyes closed. Then open the arms, open the hands, about shoulder width apart. And just be aware of the energy in the hands. And then shift your awareness to the space between the hands. Closing the space, joining the palms together, squeeze the core, lift the abdomen and the navel drawing in towards the spine. Really engage your core. Inhale, open your arms like wings, spreading the collarbones, squeeze the shoulders back. Exhale, you can exhale out of the mouth, strong energy in the core. Hold it for a moment and then inhale, release, open up. Exhale, build that fire in the pit of the belly. Hold it and then inhale, release. Exhale one last time. Hold. Inhale, open up. And as we exhale this time, we say Om. We do that 3 times. Bring the hands together as you say Om, staying present throughout the entire vibration. Om. Inhale, open. Connect with the body. Om. One last time. Om. Beautiful. Inhale, take your arms behind the back. Fingers pointing towards your bottom. Lift your hips up as you breathe in. You can engage Mula Bandha. Lift the pelvic floor muscles up. Inhale, lift the chest. Open the throat, chin slightly up, but keep the back of the neck long. Exhaling, dropping your bottom down. Take the chin towards the chest. Inhale, up. Deep breath in, squeeze the shoulders back. Exhale. And 3 more times. Breathe into your back. Squeeze the core as you exhale. Open the collarbones. And one last time. Inhaling up. Exhale, coming down. Take the hands onto the knees and start to churn, making big circles. Try and keep your connection to the sitting bones area and Muladhara chakra, rooting down into the earth. From the base of your spine, try and relax all of the pelvic floor muscles. Exhaling as you come down, relaxing your chest. Inhaling as you come back and around. Exhaling, try and lift the abdomen in and up as you go back, keeping your core strength active. Try and relax and loosen your shoulders. And just feel that connection of the sitting bones with the earth and that feeling of letting go in this area. A lot of our tension comes from resistance, from attachment, from holding on. Just try letting go, expanding into space. And coming all the way around as you're upright, and go the opposite direction as you exhale, making these big circles. Awareness on Muladhara, the root chakra. And then returning to center, just releasing. Release the legs for a moment and coming into this reverse table position. So feet hip width apart, knees hip width. Let's turn the palms so the fingers are pointing away from us. Keep your knees in, and then we lift the hips, open the chest, open the collarbones, and you can take the head back but keep the back of the neck long. So we're not just doing this, we're not constricting the back of the neck. Exhale, keep your arms strong, just drop your bottom down. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale deep. And staying up this time, taking your collarbones, open them. We're going to stay for just over a minute. And we'll start to do breath of fire, which sounds like this. Through the nostrils, inhaling and exhaling sharply. Keep pressing your hands. When it gets a little tough, that's when you should keep going. Keep opening, lifting your hips. Halfway through, try and relax your face, keep pressing the feet. Last 10 seconds. Breathe into the back. And slowly taking the bottom down to the earth, release the hands and just sit for a moment. Place the hands on top and just let go. Inhaling, spread the arms, take a deep breath, breathe into the fingertips. And exhale, release back in the center. Squeeze the core, keep the core active, release the hands. About shoulder width apart, and take the knees into this cat-cow position, into the tabletop position. Rotate your upper arms externally so your inner elbows face the front. This helps to protect your wrists and create torque from the forearms being engaged. Inhale, lifting the head. Try and lift the chest actually more than the head, and lift the tailbone up to the sky. As you exhale, start to round the spine, engage your core. Try and round, feel all the vertebrae rounding in, squeeze the core. Try and keep the core engaged. As you inhale, lift the chest, lift the tailbone, open the collarbones if you can, and exhale. Start to flow with your own breath now for a few moments. Breathe into the body and connect to the body. Coming out of the mind, the thinking mind, and being totally in the feeling of the body. Rounding the spine. Arching on the in-breath. Exhaling, rounding. Drawing the head towards the pubic bone. Synchronizing movement with the breath. So as much as you can arch, you keep breathing and arching. As much as you can breathe, you move. And only when you cannot breathe anymore should you change to the rounding of the spine. You keep exhaling. This is how to synchronize the body with the breath. Inhaling, keep arching, keep inhaling. And when you need to exhale, rounding the spine. Just articulating the spine. Bring energy and flow into the spine, releasing any kind of blockages, stiffness, stale energy. And then when you next inhale, arching the spine, take the bottom back onto the heels. Lifting the head. As soon as the bottom touches the heels, take the head down, round the spine and come up into the cat position. Engage your core. When your shoulders go over your wrists, inhale, arching the spine. Just doing this spinal rolling technique. Bring the bottom onto the heels. The head goes down round the thoracic spine. And just flow with your own breath now. Stay connected to the entire body. Relax your feet, your eyes, your jaw. And when you next inhale, sitting the bottom back onto the heels, we bring our chin down to the ground, keep our chest close, and scoop your chest until it goes over in line with the wrists. Press your hips down and lift into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Press your thighs down, bend your elbows and take them close to the ribs. Open your collarbones, lift your chest, and press firmly on the thighs. Exhaling, lengthen your spine into child's pose, Balasana, and inhale like a snake coming forwards. And as soon as your shoulders go past the wrists, lift up, scoop your chest. Good. Keep your elbows bent and use your chest and your back muscles to open up. Exhaling, lengthen into child's pose. Inhale, breathing in Cobra, Bhujangasana. We make a little compression on the lumbar spine and then we release it, lengthening the spine in Balasana. Inhaling, Bhujangasana. Keep breathing in. Remember, as you move, you breathe. As far as you can breathe, you can keep in the posture and try and get deeper in. And then you exhale, lengthen the spine. Release. Inhale one more time. Bhujangasana. Open your chest proudly. Lift it up to the sky. And then tuck the toes under for downward facing dog. Lift the hips up to the sky. Pushing the ground with the hands. Start to bend one knee at a time. Just warming up the back of the legs. Taking your shoulders back. Relaxing your eyes. You can look at your feet just to relax the neck. You can also twist a little bit with the knees and nod the head a little bit like yes, just to release the back of the eyes, any tension, or shaking the head like no, to release the jaw, the TMJ. And then inhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists, try and engage your core, take the hips down, beyond the toes, lift up, open the chest, exhale, rounding the spine, coming back into downward dog, just doing these spinal waves, just 5 of them, inhaling, exhaling, round the spine, and then downward dog. 3 more. Open your collarbones, good, exhale. Try and engage your core as you come down. And feel the spine rounding as you come up. And then straightening. Last one, inhaling. Exhale, rounding. Downward dog. Bring the knees down. And then just take your bottom down to your heels and stretch the arms for a moment. Relax your eyes, your jaw. In child's pose, just take a moment to connect deep inside. Try and let go of the body and let it be totally carried by the earth. Just allow your consciousness to expand backwards, recline. Expanding into the space around the body. And inhale, we'll breathe into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Open the chest. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Spreading your fingers wide, rotating your upper arms. Keep your feet hip width apart. Pushing the ground. Taking your shoulders back. Lengthening your neck. Try and lengthen your spine. Taking 3 more breaths. You can make them ujjayi breath, making the sound of the sea in the back of the throat, heating up the body. Lengthening your spine, pushing the back of the legs towards the back of the room, and then looking up. Walk your feet towards your hands. Join the toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, come halfway up. Lengthen your spine, open your chest and the collarbones. Lift the abdomen in and up. Engage Mula Bandha, that means lift the pelvic floor muscles. And exhale, coming down, press into the front of the feet. Keep your abdomen going up. You can place one hand on top of the other. You can also bend the knees, micro bend, or deeper if you like, placing the stomach on the thighs, the chest on the knees and the head towards the shins. Relax your toes and just feel your spine lengthening away from your pelvis, away from the sacrum area. Gently taking the shoulders back and lengthening your neck, lengthening the crown of the head towards the ground. Relax your eyes, relax your jaw, and take your awareness to the top of the head and the space above the top, that beyond the top of the head. Release the hands and press down on the feet as you keep breathing in. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the glutes. Pressing down on the feet, coming up. Draw the tailbone in so that it's above, facing the ground. Opening the chest and the shoulders, spreading the fingers. Keeping the shoulders down. Lengthen the crown of the head up and raising your arms all the way up. Spreading your fingers, joining the palms together, look up at your thumbs, press down on the feet, and then press the hips forward, so leaning back from the hip flexors. Exhale, coming back to neutral spine. Inhale, lengthen up, breathing in, exhale 10%, inhale again. And exhale, taking your hips to the left, your arms to the right, stretching your sides. Inhaling all the way up. Press down on the feet, keep breathing in. Exhale, 10%. Inhale. And exhale, coming to the right, left side, press your hips to the right. Inhaling, coming up. Interlace your fingers, lifting up, press onto your toes. Lift your back ribs up, staying for 5, breathing in, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing your feet down, taking your hands into the center of the chest. And keeping your awareness on the fire element, building in the hands, the warmth in the hands, preparing for Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. We'll start with Surya Namaskar A. Being at the front of your mat, toes, big toes touching, heels slightly apart, taking the hands down by the sides. Externally rotate the upper arms and then lift up. Keep breathing in until your palms touch. Look at your thumbs, press the hips forward, stretching back, lengthening. And then exhale, open the arms wide, lift the abdomen in and up. You can micro bend the knees as you come down, trying to keep your spine nice and free. So if you feel your spine rounding, bend your knees more and feel the lengthening of the spine. Taking your head down, take your shoulders back, lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale, halfway up. Open the chest, collarbones nice and open. Engage the shoulders back. Bending the knees, hands on the ground, and we can walk, or if you want to jump back, press firmly on the hands, coming back into plank. Strong core, rotate your upper arms externally, shoulders over the wrists, and then dropping the knees down, the chest and the chin. Keep the bottom up in the air, shoulders back, and then press your hips down into the ground. Press your thighs, bend your elbows and open your collarbones, lift the chest, lift the sternum up to the sky. Exhaling, downward facing dog, tuck your toes and pushing the ground, relax your neck, rotate your shoulders externally into the back body, push the back of the thighs towards the back of the room. If you can see your heels, make them disappear by adjusting the feet and lengthen your spine, lengthen the lumbar spine. Push the ground in towards the hips. 3 breaths. Breathe into the back and lengthen your spine. Looking up. Bend the knees and either walk, or if you want to jump or float to the front, press firmly on the hands, spreading your fingers wide. Keep pressure on the hands, bend the knees, engage the core, and come to the front. Inhale, halfway up. Lengthen your spine, lengthen your head away from your tailbone. And lift the abdomen, hinging from the hips, coming down towards the ground. You can bend your knees if you need. And feel your spine lengthening. Awareness on the top of the head. Press on the insides of the feet, the big toe mound and the inner part of the heel. Squeeze the legs together and feel the energy between the legs. Rise up, lifting your arms, keep breathing in. Breathe in, hands touch. Inhale a little bit more, lift the back ribs, press the hips forward to just lean back gently, opening up the front of the body. And exhale, release, coming back into Samastiti. Prayer pose, awareness on the fire element between the hands. Inhale, release, lifting up. Pressing your hips forward, leaning back. Exhale, swan dive down, open chest, open collarbones, arms go behind, tailbone going up, pubic bone going back. Weight on the front of the feet, and then bring your hands down. Inhaling halfway up, shoulders back, open your chest. Exhale, bend your knees, hands on the ground, walk or float back, strong core. Press your hands firmly down, engage your pecs. And now you can come down like we did before with knees, Or if you wish to try Chaturanga, this low plank, keep your arms externally rotated, bring your chest forward, and then bending the elbows, just they remain over the wrists, coming down just an inch above the ground, top of the feet on the ground. Press the hands down and take the shoulders back. Lift the sternum up in upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, press the feet down, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing the ground towards the hips, staying for 3 deep Ujjayi breaths. Relax your eyes. And the neck. Bending the knees, walk or floating, using your core, lift your pelvic floor. Coming to the front. Inhale, halfway up, toes touching, heels apart, shoulders back, nice open collarbones. Try and keep the collarbones open as you fold, hinging from the hips. Hands can touch the earth or the feet. Pressing down, keep pushing down on the feet. Inhaling all the way up, keep that pressure in the feet. The Pada Bandha energy lock in the feet. Hips forward, leaning back and coming back to center. And we'll proceed to Surya Namaskar C, the more traditional sun salutation. Coming to the front of the mat, toes touching, heels apart. Taking the hands down, spread your fingers, try and feel all the muscles of the body, press down on the feet, engage your glutes, lift the abdomen in and up, look at your thumbs, hips forward. Exhale, engage the core, lift up the lower belly in towards the spine, hinging from the hips, tailbone going up, coming down, weight on the front of the feet. Inhale halfway, open your chest, bend your knees, taking your right foot all the way to the back of the mat, dropping your right knee. Align your left knee with your left ankle. Press firmly down on your right foot. And then inhale, engage your core, lift your pelvic floor up and raise your arms up. Now this right hip flexor on the front of the right hip, press into it like a bow and lean back from this point. Press firmly on the back foot and exhale, coming down. Inhaling into plank, strong core, rotate your upper arms, inner elbows facing the front. Come down, either knees, chest and chin, or to the Chaturanga, low plank, an upward dog or Cobra. Cobra means your knees and thighs on the ground. Upward dog, just your feet on the ground, everything else up. Exhale, downward dog. Push the ground, 3 deep breaths. Lengthen your spine. We want to push the ground, but in a way that we lengthen the spine. So lift your tailbone up and feel the spine lengthening into that space created by the tailbone. We're not pushing into the lower back. We bring some power into the body by the way you press into the ground, push into the ground, and the way you breathe into each cell in the body. Inhale, lifting your right leg up. Keep it internally rotated. It's not going out. So it's parallel to the ground. Engage your core. Lift the abdomen in and take your right foot between your hands. If it doesn't reach, just come halfway and grab it with your hand. Press your left foot down, left knee down, the top of the left knee. This hip flexor. The hip flexors are essential for good posture. So really activate them. Press into them. As you lean back and see how it engages the abdominal wall. Exhaling, coming down. And take your left foot to meet your right. Toes touching, inhale halfway up. Open your chest, open the collarbones and press into the front of the feet, hinging from the hips. Inhale, deep breath. Keep breathing in as you rise up. Pushing down on the feet, press the hips forward as you lean back. And exhale, Samastiti. Just get your center. Make sure your tailbone's drawing in. Crown of the head lifting up to the sky. And we'll do one more on the left side. Inhaling up. Pressing hips, lean back. Exhale, engage the core, coming down. Inhale, halfway. Bend the knees. This time left foot goes back, dropping your knee. Inhale, rising up. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or low plank. And inhale, Cobra or upward dog. Keep breathing in and keep deepening in the posture. And exhale. Keep exhaling until you're fully in downward dog. And 3 breaths. Try and also focus on the inner thighs, the inner feet, all the way up to the groins, strong legs. Lengthen your neck. Look at your belly button. Try and draw the abs in and use your chest to breathe. And then looking up, lifting your left leg up. Place between the hands, drop your right knee, start to activate the hip flexor. And then rise up, press firmly on your right foot. Inhale. Dropping your hips a little bit, dropping into the hips. Exhale, coming down, touching the ground. Feet together. Inhale, halfway up. Lift the abdomen, keep it lifting as you hinge from the hips. Coming down. And inhale, press down on the feet. Rising all the way up. Back. And exhale, release down to the heart center. And just let your body, your energy settle. Relax your toes. Bending the knees, jumping the feet wider than the mat, opening your arms, spreading your fingers. Take the hands onto the hips for Prasarita Padottanasana. Press your feet down but relax your toes. Lifting your tailbone up, lift the abdomen in and up and coming down. Try and keep your back flat, shoulders back. Inhale, arching the spine, lifting your chest, open the throat and try and keep that opening in the body as you hinge from the hips, coming all the way down. Relax your neck, relax your head. Press firmly down on the feet, taking your shoulders back. Inhale, rising up, releasing the hands onto the center, opening up, deep breath in, interlace the fingers behind, pull the arms back, keep pulling back, lift the abdomen in and up, and then again pressing on the front of the feet, lifting the tailbone, hinging from the hips, keep taking the arms back. Put more weight on the front of the feet, the tips of the toes as well. and coming down. Inhale, just come halfway up, arching the back. And just from the hips, come down. And we'll stay here for about 10 breaths. Keep stretching your arms up and towards the back of the head. Strong legs, keep pressing the feet down. And draw your sitting bones down towards the ground to strengthen your hamstrings. Awareness on the crown of the head, and lengthen your spine. And then pressing into the feet, you can bend the knees slightly and rise up. Keep your chin down until your head feels settled. And then raising the head up, rising the head up. Release the hands into the center, into Namaste. Bend the knees and jump the feet back together. Inhale, raising the arms up. Press firmly down on the feet. Press the hips forward. Exhale, coming down, swan dive down, open chest, open heart. Coming down to the earth. Inhale, halfway up. Pressing down on the feet. Bending the knees. Walk or jump into plank, strong core. Holding for 5, 4, keep pressing the ground. 3, 2, 1, and then dropping the knees, resting the head down into Balasana, stretching your back. Relaxing your eyes, your jaw. Inhaling, slide your hands back onto your knees, open your chest, Vajrasana. Press down on the feet and lift the hips up, hands go onto the hips, open your chest, press the hips forward, keep the chin in slightly, exhaling, coming back to neutral. Inhale, press the hips forward, shoulders back. Exhale, bring your head down between your knees. Inhale, press down on the feet, coming back. This time, see if you can take your hands. You can either stay in this position, arching, or take your hands onto your heels for Ustrasana Camel. Press your hips, you should feel your thighs are active. Push into the hip flexors, press the feet, open the chest and try and lift the chest up rather than taking the head back. Lift the chest, and then your neck is in line with the chest. Staying for 5 breaths, keep pressing the hips forward, the pubic bone forward. One more deep inhale, press forward, and then engage your core, press, squeeze the core, activate the transverse abdominis to help protect, and using your core strength, come back and dropping the bottom onto the heels, stretch your arms and go back into Child's Pose Balasana, just to recover a moment. Inhale, slide your hands back to the knees, open your chest, Vajrasana. Exhaling, release. Inhale. Exhale. And then releasing the hands down to the ground, coming into downward facing dog. Push the ground, lengthen the spine. Looking up, engage your core. Bend the knees. And then jumping to the front of the mat or walking. Keeping the knees together, lift the arms up into Utkatasana chair. If you can't see your toes, take your knees back a bit, strong thighs, shoulders back, open collarbones. And start to bend your knees gently. You can use your hands on the ground, otherwise just place your bottom on the ground. Straighten your legs in Navasana. Strong core boat position. Arms just above the shoulders, straighten your legs, or you can keep them bent, staying for 5, 4, keep the thighs internally rotated, 3, 2, stay on the sitting bones, not the tailbone, 1, inhale, stretch your arms, take a deep inhale, flex the feet and spread the toes, exhale 10%, inhale again deep, exhale 10% and breathe in, lifting the back ribs, breathe into the back. And exhale, release, take the hands down by the sides. And then lift, try and keep your back on the ground, just lift the arms and the legs up into Nabhyasana, strengthening your core. Staying for 10 seconds, 8, 6, breathing, 4, 2, and 0, taking down, stretch your arms above the head, taking in a deep inhale. Exhale once again, Nabhyasana, arms up just above the hips. Lift the legs, strong core, feel the fire in the core. Helps to really protect and give you a strong posture, protecting the spine. Strong Manipura chakra, this energy center, a feeling of willpower, inner strength. 5, 4, 3, strong fire, 2, 1, inhale, release. Take a deep inhale. Expand your abdomen, your ribs, your chest, your collarbones, and then lift the back ribs up. Exhale 10%. Inhale. Breathe into the back. And exhale, release. Bringing the knees in towards the chest, hugging the knees. Bring your eyes towards your knees, and then we roll on the spine gently. Nice therapy for the back. And then sitting up. Let's take our legs wide and then just paddle the legs a little bit, loosening them up. You can flex the feet, going side to side as well. Press firmly down on the sitting bones. You can use a cushion under your bottom or a folded towel, especially if you're tilting your pelvis, trying to sitting upright. You can place the hands down by the sides and take 3 breaths. Opening the collarbones, breathe into your back, press firmly down into the sitting bone area. Feeling that connection to the earth from Muladhara chakra. And then inhaling, raising your arms up, placing them down on the ground as you lift your abdomen in and up. Take your shoulders back, wide open collarbones. And you can stay here breathing. Keep taking your shoulders back. Think about opening your chest. And then inhale, release, coming up. You can paddle the legs a little bit. Flex the feet, press firmly down on the thighs and the sitting bones. Inhale all the way up. Think about your base, your foundation in the sitting bone area. Press your thighs down. And as you exhale, taking your pubic bone back, your tailbone up, coming further down gently, don't push. And just staying, we're going to stay for about a minute. Inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling. If you have space, you can come further down. But don't go beyond. Just stay at your edge, breathing, relaxing, softening. Try and relax your eyes and your jaw, your chest, your stomach, the area of the reproductive organs, your toes. And breathe into the tension in the body. Start to be aware of the space beyond the body, on the boundaries of the body and beyond. Expanding into that space, releasing tension. Start to be aware of the space above the earth, below, to the left and to the right. The infinity. Just expanding your consciousness into that space, beyond the body. Making the breath soft, quiet, subtle, natural. And slowly starting to walk your hands back. Engage your core, pressing down on the foundation and the sitting bones, opening your collarbones. Crossing your legs. And taking the hands, coming into the table position. Taking the bottom back onto the heels. Inhaling, scooping the chest up into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Pressing down, lifting the chest. Think about lengthening your spine up. And then pulling on the ground, start to bring your lower abdomen and the ribs and the chest down. Widening the arms. We're going to Shalabhasana, locust, to help really strengthen your back. Inhale, open the arms, lift the legs up, lifting the arms. Taking in a deep inhale and exhale. Releasing, coming down. Inhaling up. Exhale 10%. Inhale more. Breathe into your back, lifting up, 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 up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale up. Exhale 10%. Inhale. Exhale 10%. Lift. Inhale more. Deep. Keep lifting. Spread your fingers. Breathe. And exhale, release. You can place a hand on top of the other and drop your head down and just relax a moment. And then once again, widen the arms. Take a deep inhale, lift the legs and the arms. And we'll stay for about 30 seconds, breathing, staying up, taking your shoulders back. Lifting as high as you can. Think about expanding the stomach, giving the digestive organs a nice massage. Spreading the fingers, 10 seconds remain. Breathe into your back, draw in on that inner strength from the core. And taking the hands down under the shoulders, tuck the toes and push downward dog, just releasing the front of the body, release the pressure, relax the head. Dropping the knees down, bend the elbows, bring the heart center down towards the ground. Relax and then press your hips. Open your chest. Bhujangasana. Iyengar calls this the panacea of all back ailments. It can really help to cure any back pain or discomfort in the spine. And then going back, bring the bottom onto the heels. This time we slide up into Cobra, bending the knees. Open the chest. Try and look back at your feet. You can turn your head to the right, looking at your left heel. Inhale, turning back, looking at your right heel. Coming back to center and then dropping back into child's pose. Lengthen your spine, rounding the spine. Inhale, breathing in, bending the knees. Bhujangasana. Proud Cobra, your arms are an extension of the Cobra neck, Cobra head. And then dropping your hips down, the lower belly down, then the ribs. Open your arms, grab hold of the feet. Drop the head down, relax your breath. Inhale, start to pull the feet gently and lift the knees off the ground. Keep your knees in, level with the hips. And we stay for 5 breaths. Breathe into your back, pulling the arms back. Try and lengthen your spine using the breath. Lengthen your sternum. Breathe deeper than you think you can. Breathe beyond the tension. And then loosen your arms. Lift, roll onto your right side, your right hip and your right shoulder. And start to pull your feet back, arch your spine, lift your chest, lift your chin up. And 5 deep breaths, making the body like a bow. Locate your solar plexus and try and push that out. Push the sternum, making the body into a bow. And exhale, rolling gently to the center. Placing both hips down evenly. Lift up, one deep breath. And then exhale. You can use your arms also if you need to roll you to your left side. Pull the feet back, open your throat. If you're aware of the chakra areas, just think of like pushing these areas out and activating them. 5 deep breaths from the base of the spine to the sacral plexus, the solar plexus, the cardiac plexus, to the area of the throat, to the center of the eyebrows and the top of the head. And on the next exhale, rolling onto your belly gently, carefully. This time, release the hands, take them on the inside of the feet. Keep the knees close and start to pull the legs back, lifting up. Just 5 breaths. Breathe deeper than you think you can. Try exhaling 10% and inhaling again. Just 5 breaths. And one more deep inhale. Exhale, release, making a pillow with the hands and then resting the center of the eyebrows onto the first knuckle. Totally relax and let go of the body. Again, rest back into the infinite space. Taking the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, press into downward facing dog. Lifting your right leg up in the air, taking your right foot towards your left wrist and going into this pigeon position. Taking your left foot all the way back, lifting your chest. And then we take the left foot up and over the right knee. Try and bring both sitting bones onto the ground. You can use a cushion if you need. Keep your left knee drawing in towards your right hip. Inhaling, lifting your left arm. Press into the sitting bones, make some space between your left hip and your rib. And then exhale, twisting, left shoulder back. Inhale, right arm up. Keep your foundation in the sitting bones and twist with the whole spine. Your right elbow goes over your left knee. Take an inhale to lengthen. And if you wish, you can twist more, taking your left shoulder back. You can deepen the stretch if you wish. The first option is right hand on the left hip. Second option is placing it on the right knee. It's deeper. Or you can come into a bind. As long as you keep the length in your spine, open chest, coming into a bind. Staying for 5 breaths. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to twist. And think about your foundation. Think about the sitting bones on the earth, the Muladhara rooting down into the ground. Relax your hips. And inhale, release the spine. Just take an open twist in the other direction. You can bring your chest down as well if you like. And inhale, release, taking your left foot back into the pigeon position, hands under the shoulders, tuck your left toe, lifting your right leg up, open your right hip. If you like, and it's available, you can come into Wild Thing, dropping your foot down, open your chest, press your hips up. Deep breath in, exhale, taking your right hand down. This time taking left foot up, inhaling. Exhale, left foot towards the right wrist, dropping your knee down, walk your right foot back. If to open your chest, be even on the hips, in the middle. Swing your right foot over. Bring your right knee in. Feel your sitting bones. Inhale, keep your foundation and twisting with the entire spine. Bring your right hand behind. Inhale, left arm up and come into any variation. Lengthen up on the inhale. Use your thoracic spine and try and feel the entire spine twisting from the top to the bottom. Staying for about 5 breaths. Twists help to keep the spine young. Bring vitality. Releasing old stuck energy, stiffness, tension in this area. Try and keep your length from the hip to the rib and twist in that space. And inhale, take an open twist in the opposite direction. Releasing your right leg back, tucking your toe, press your hands, lift your left leg up, open your hip, and if it's available you can go full Wild Thing. Open your arms, express your body. Exhale, release. Looking up, bend the knees and walk or jump to the front. Dropping your bottom down, lifting your legs, strong core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stretching your arms, flex the feet, spread the toes, deep inhale. Exhale, taking the arms down by the sides, bend the knees so your hands should touch your feet, knees hip width apart. Coming closer to the end of the practice, press the heels down, lift the hips up into bridge, Bandhasana, and then dropping the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae, inch by inch, just letting the spine align itself. Each vertebrae gets its moment on the mat. Inhaling, just peeling the vertebrae off the mat one by one. Exhaling, dropping down, and we'll do 3 more times. Try and go higher up, almost reaching the neck, lifting all of them up. Exhaling, coming down. Keep your knees in, not going out. Press on the inner sides of the feet, the big toe mound, the inner heel. And one more. Coming up. This time interlace your fingers underneath, behind your back. Tuck your right shoulder under. Then go onto your right and tuck your left shoulder. Lift your hips. And start to expand your ribs with the breath. We'll take 5 deep breaths. We breathe, try and access your back with the breath. Keep your knees in and lift your hips. Keep pushing the feet down. Flood the body with breath, with vitality, with life force, prana. One more deep inhale. Release the hands and then slowly dropping the spine down. Lifting the legs up in the air. And exhale, bending the knees, coming down. So we can do now the same bridge, or if you wish to try Chakrasana, full wheel. So either do the bridge we just did, or take your hands behind your shoulders. Keep your elbows in, knees in line with hips. Top of the head lightly on the ground, and stretching your arms up, taking your shoulders back, and lifting your sternum up to the sky. You can walk your feet back one step, and your arms back, staying for 5 deep breaths. Keep pushing your chest up, opening your shoulders. 2 more breaths. And last one, make it count. 10% exhale, inhale. And then lightly taking the head down to the ground, chin towards the chest, so everyone can come down, and bring your spine down vertebrae by vertebrae. Take your knees in towards the chest, hugging the knees. Grab hold of the outside of the feet and stretch the legs up. Taking the head back, widen the legs, keep pushing the heels up. Exhaling, inhale, deep breath, exhale, releasing your left leg down to the center. Grab hold of your right knee with your left arm, widen your right arm and take a gentle twist. Keep your right shoulder down and twisting your right knee to the left and turning your head to the right. Keep your shoulder down and taking 5 breaths. Try and relax and soften into your spine. Breathe into your back. Inhaling, coming back up, bending both knees, rolling left and right. And then straightening your right leg. Grab hold of the left knee and taking it to the right, turning your head to the left. Your arm is in line with your shoulders, stretched. Keep your left shoulder down. If it's not, just come back and keep it down. 5 deep inhales, deep breaths. Breathe into the tension in the body. And on the next inhale, coming back to center, rolling left and right. And then wrap your right leg around your left, interlace your feet. Take your left hand onto your right knee and gently, slowly, nice and carefully going to the left side, turning your head to the right. 5 deep breaths in this eagle twist. Breathe into your spine. Release any blockages. Inhale, slowly coming up, releasing the legs, taking your left leg over the right, interlace. You can rock a little bit left and right, and then going to the right side, turn your head to the left. 5 deep breaths. And inhale, back to center, release, hugging the knees. Start to roll up and down on the spine. And then sitting up onto your bottom, straighten the legs, Navasana, squeeze your hands and your feet. Take a deep inhale, exhale, hold the breath, lift the pelvic floor in and up, abdomen in, chin to chest, suck everything up. And then slowly using your core coming back. Take a deep inhale, stretch your arms, spread your fingers and your toes. Widen your legs as wide as you like for Shavasana. Final relaxation, palms face the sky. Try letting go of the body. Again, being aware of the position of your body in the context of space. The infinite space above the earth, below, and in each direction. Allow your consciousness to expand into space as the body takes deep rest in each cell, each subatomic particle in the body, expanding, releasing, letting go. Shavasana, final relaxation. And starting to notice the sounds around you. Take your awareness to the furthest sound you can hear. And then bring your awareness closer and closer to closer sounds, to the closest sound you can hear towards the ears. And then bring your awareness into the body, into the feeling of the body, the warmth, the weight, the boundaries of the body. And start to move your hands and your feet, rotating, waking up the physical body. And take your arms above your head and take a deep breath, stretch out like a cat. In any way you feel comfortable, deep breath and stretch your body. Exhaling, hugging the knees, rolling left and right, and then finding yourself on the right side of the body. Relax your heart, lungs, your stomach. Relax the brain and allow everything to flow towards the right brain, the right side of the brain. And pushing up mindfully into a comfortable seated position to close out today's practice. Sitting in any comfortable posture. Again, drawing your awareness back into space. Start to notice the center of the space. And start to notice the witness of the space. And see if you can be aware of the one who is watching, observing the space. And in this reclining back into the higher space of higher consciousness, just allow all the tension of attachment to the body to subside, melt, dissolve into energy. And we close the practice with 3 Oms. Try and keep your awareness on the center, on the higher self, in pure presence. We spread the fingers wide, opening the chest. Take a deep inhale, raising the arms up to the sky, touching the hands. Lift up, breathe in, lifting the back ribs. Exhaling, taking the hands down the center of the chest. Inhale, widen the arms. Feel that space growing between the hands. And we'll exhale on Om. Inhale. Inhale, remaining present throughout the entire vibration of Om. Thank you for joining. My name is Hazam and I was here with WGC. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more of these online videos. Namaste. I wish you a beautiful day.